YouTube, Flockavelli, Ravens Nation, what's going on? It's your boy Jay Covers, and I'm back, man. So glad to be back, y'all boys. There's been a lot going on in my real life, personal life, that's kept me from just making videos. There's been a lot of busyness. Of course, I went away on vacation a few weeks ago, and then on my way home from vacation, I was sick. I lost my voice. I couldn't even make videos. And then there's just been a lot of stuff going on in my real life, personal life that's just had me distracted. But I'm glad to be back with y'all boys, man. I just want to stay consistent with this, especially once the season really starts to get going. I got to stay consistent. So I apologize for anybody that's like, man, where Cuffs at, man? I missed the vids. I got y'all. No doubt I got y'all. I just got to get back to the grind. There's been a lot of stuff going on, but the grind is what we're about to get back to for sure. But before I even get into what I want to discuss this video, I just want to send my prayers and give my condolences out to Hot Boy Chucky's family. Of course, Hot Boy Chucky, a Baltimore native, Ravens fan, of course, social media influencer, unfortunately took his own life about, I'd say it was about half a week ago now at this point, maybe a week ago. Mental health is a real thing, man. Make sure y'all checking up on the people that y'all care about. Make sure, even if it's just a text, hey, I was thinking about you, just wanted to see how you was doing today. Call, you feel me? Hear people's voices, because you never know who's struggling behind the scenes. You never know. You just never know. And even if you checking in on people, tapping in on people, you still never know. Everyone's wearing a mask at the end of the day, and they only show you what they want you to see. So, just tapping in with people, making sure people are good, especially the people you care about. Even complete strangers, you never know who's having a bad day. You never know how your words can affect people. So just be kind to people at the end of the day. And once again, I just want to send my prayers out to Chucky's family. I know he had 2 young sons. I'm sending nothing but love y'all way, man. Nothing but love. But as for the topic of this video, of course, a few weeks ago, the NFL released the schedule for all 32 teams. Of course, the primetime games and all that. So I want to go over the Ravens schedule and get y'all my predictions on how this season will go for these Baltimore Ravens, 2023 Ravens, man. So I'm not one of them biased Ravens fans that's saying we're going 17-0, or is it 18-0 now? Is it 18? It's 18 games, right? Yeah, I'm not one of them fans that's saying we're going undefeated every year. But I think we're going to do a lot of winning. But I'm not going to say undefeated because it's very unlikely. So let's just get right into it, man. I got my trusty laptop right here relaying me all the information. And so week 1, the Ravens open up week 1, Sunday 1 o'clock game in Baltimore against the Houston Texans. So, of course, this is the Houston Texans who just drafted C.J. Stroud with the number 2 pick and then Will Anderson Jr. with the number 3 pick. I think it'll be a good game. I think, of course, Baltimore, I think they've had their way with rookie quarterbacks in the past, but I don't know if this defense pass rush-wise is going to be enough to really get in the head of C.J. Stroud. Now, of course, the secondary and the linebacker unit with Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams, I think they will have C.J. Stroud, a little bit confused, and he may make some error throws that result in some Houston turnovers. And I feel like the Baltimore offense is going to be hotter than fish grease. I feel like coming out. I feel like there's no reason why the Ravens can't come out the same way that they came out in 2019 against the Dolphins, where, oh my God, that boy Hollywood Brown was getting loose. That boy Willie Snead was getting loose. Lamar was doing whatever he wanted. I feel like we're going to get vibes of that. I just feel like the Ravens, they're always so prepared for the first stretch of the season, the first leg of the season, from preseason to about week 6, 7. The Ravens are one of those teams that just are always, coming out strong. it's hard for them to have a slow start unless it's really like some major injuries or something's going on. It's hard for the Ravens to have a slow start. So I feel like week one, I feel like CJ Stroud, he'll definitely show some flashes of like his potential. Of course, he's the number 2 pick. I'm not gonna say he's gonna go out there and stink it up, but I feel like the Ravens defense, they're gonna have their way with him, and more largely the offense is just gonna be firing on all cylinders off the rip. I feel like J.K. Dobbins, man, he can't wait to get back out there. Gus Edwards can't wait to get back out there, 100%. Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers. I could say this every week. Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Devin Duvernay. I could just start listing guys. Rashad Bateman. I could just start listing guys every week, but I ain't gonna do that. So week one, I feel like we get a pretty convincing win, maybe even a blowout. But I feel like we'll see solid highlights from each guys on each side. Of course, the Texans got Tank Dell, Damian Pierce. I'm not sure if he'll be ready for week one. But they got some young guys who I feel like can make some plays, but I don't think that they keep up with the Ravens. I feel like the Ravens win this game probably like, should I do score predictions? I'm going to do score predictions. I say the Ravens win this game probably like 38-16. Pretty convincing win week one. So week two, we travel to Cincinnati, another 1 o'clock game against the Bengals. And I think I like this because I'm tired of seeing the Bengals late in the season in Cincinnati. It's good to get this game out of the way early on in the season so we can just see these guys, both of these teams at full strength, just battling, you feel me? This will be a great battle in the division for years to come. So, of course, they got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, those group of guys, electric offense. I feel like this could be a real shootout early on in the season. Not even sure why this is a 1 o'clock game. Maybe our game in Baltimore will be a primetime game, but these type games really shouldn't be 1 o'clock games. It's going to be probably one of the better 1 o'clock games of that week. But this is what I'm talking about not being a biased Ravens fan. I don't know if we win this game. In Cincinnati, Bengals, they came out, of course, last year in the wild card, beat us up. Heartbreaking loss, of course, the Tyler Huntley fumble. I feel like while it's Lamar Jackson now under the center, I wanna give the Ravens a couple L's. So I feel like the Bengals, they get the best of us in week two. We dropped the 1-1. I say that it's gonna be a pretty good game. Now I say the score will probably be like a 24-20 type game. You know what I'm saying? A close divisional AFC North battle. I'm not gonna say it could be a complete shootout. Maybe I'll boost it up to 28-24. But it's an AFC North rivalry, so I'm not going to say they shoot it out 40-40s type, John. But week three, another 1 o'clock game. It is back in Baltimore against the Indianapolis Colts. And now we get the second rookie quarterback, Anthony Richardson. So we get Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, of course, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce. They got a nice little group of guys there. Mo Alley Cox, I like the one tight end they got, was his name, Jelani Woods. He's nice on Madden. So they got a nice little group of guys, but once again, rookie quarterback at the helm. I feel like Mike McDonald, he's just going, the way he can just scheme. We got so many chess pieces on defense, whether it's Kyle Hamilton, Geno Stone, Marcus Williams, all of our cornerbacks, Roquan and Patrick Queen. There's a lot of moving pieces on that defense, and I feel like for a rookie quarterback to be expected to come in week three and be able to maneuver around all those pieces for 4 quarters and have a successful game, that's a tough task to ask any quarterback, whether it's what is his name, Bryce Young or Stetson Bennett. No matter what round you were drafted in, you're still a rookie at the end of the day in the first month of your career as a starting quarterback in the NFL. It's going to be tough against a strong defense like the Ravens. So I feel like, of course, Lamar Jackson had that marvelous comeback against the Colts. I feel like we don't have to come back this game. I feel like this is the start of the season. That was like a week, 7-8 game or something. So this is the start of the season. I feel like the Ravens, especially after a loss, if they take a loss last week against Cincinnati, they come out and they all up in Anthony Richardson's head. So I feel like we get this win. I'm going to say like 31-17, little 2 touchdown win. So that's week 3. We're now at 2-1. Week 4, we travel to Cincinnati. Oh, not Cincinnati. To Cleveland to take on the Browns. So another divisional game, once again on the road. So we getting these road division games out the way quick, as I see. And Cleveland, they got a squad, boy. They just got Zadarius Smith. Can't believe that boy went to Cleveland, man. He wrong. Zadarius, you wrong. You know you should have been a Raven for life, but you wanted to do what you want to do, so can't be mad at you. But they got Zadarius Smith, Myles Garrett, Jeremiah Owusu, Denzel Ward. That defense is scary. That defense is scary for sure. And, of course, now Deshaun Watson gets a full offseason with no controversy, no drama. He gets a full offseason with his weapons in Elijah Moore, new weapon Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amari Cooper. I think Amari Cooper is going to have a very, very nice year. That is a man that I want on my fantasy team, I feel like. And then, of course, Nick Chubb. So, Cleveland, they're a good team. But, I don't know. Brown's going brown. I feel like the Ravens, they find a way. They find a way to get out of Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they get themselves a nice little healthy. I feel like this is going to be a lower scoring game. The lowest scoring game of the season so far for the Ravens. So, I'll give it to the Ravens 17-13. I'll give it to Baltimore. And so week 5, our second away game in a row and our second division game in a row, we're traveling to Acrisure Stadium to take on the Steelers. Another Sunday, 1 o'clock game. So they ain't really showing us no love with the prime time yet. But the Steelers, of course, this is Kenny Pickett year 2, Najee Harris year 3. Is it year 3, Najee, already? Dang. But yeah, Kenny Pickett, he still got to prove himself to me. I'm not a Kenny Pickett believer. Of course, he did have a couple nice little highlights against us last year, but he got to show me a little bit more, especially with the receivers he got. Deontay Johnson's okay. George Pickens is ascending. Allen Robinson, Pat Freiermuth, pretty solid tight end. Top 8 to 10 tight end in the league, I'd say. But I feel like the Steelers, they of course they're gonna play us tough. I ain't gonna throw shade on them like that, like it's gonna be light to take them down. But I feel like we're just gonna be really good this year offensively. I feel like with Todd Monken, bro, what they're saying, what Lamar's saying about this new offense. Today was his first day in OTAs. This is day 2 overall for the Ravens at OTAs. Today was his first day, and what he said in his presser, man, it got me thinking, man. The sky's the limit for this offense. They're finally giving Lamar the keys to the offense, and I feel like teams that just don't have elite defenses aren't going to be able to stop a Lamar Jackson who is doing what he wants to do for 4 quarters. Not what a coach is telling him to do, not what a coordinator is telling him to do, not what the playbook's telling him to do. It's Lamar Jackson solely calling all the shots. Whatever he sees on the field, he's going to adjust to what he thinks he can pick apart. And Lamar Jackson's such a creative football player. It's going to be tough for teams to stop him for 4 quarters. It's going to be a real chess battle. And I don't think the Steelers have enough pieces to stop us here in week 5. So I'm going to give us the win. I'm going to say we win this 20-10. 20-10. I don't think the Steelers can score on us. I don't believe that they can score on us. Deontay's getting locked by Marlon. George Pickens, he's really a over-the-top threat. Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton, they in that field. They there. You feel me? And Najee Harris, I feel like it's going to be a good test for our young guys down in the trenches. Justin Madubuike, Travis Jones, Michael Pierce back from injury. It's going to be a good test for them because if you let Najee start get going, then yeah, it could be a long game. But I feel like they'll have him under wraps pretty well. So with that game, we go to 4-1 on the year. And in week 6, we're heading to London to take on the Tennessee Titans. Sunday morning game, 9:30 Eastern time zone. So Titans, of course, last time the Ravens were overseas was against the Jaguars. What was that, 2015? It's been 8 years. Was that 2015 or 17? One or the other. But it's been a long time, and of course the Jaguars, they smacked us up a little bit. They smacked us up a lot, actually, when we were overseas last time. But this is a completely different team. Tennessee Titans. I don't. We may see Will Levis by this time, week 6. They're saying that Ryan Tannehill's come out pretty sharp in OTAs. So I don't know if we'll see Will Levis or not. Malik Willis, doubt we'll see him. They outcasting that boy. It's crazy what they did to him. Year two, Malik Willis. They knew he was going to be a project, but they not messing with him. Hey man. But as far as what I think we'll see from the Titans by week 6, Derrick Henry is on this contract year, so I feel like Derrick Henry, that boy, I might have to get that boy fantasy. I got pick 7 for my fantasy league that I'm in. I got so many guys that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Derrick Henry's, Jamar Chase's, Travis Kelce's. But Derrick Henry, I feel like he's a great pick for anybody that's in that mid to late range pick because he's on a contract year. After what Josh Jacobs did last year and Saquon Barkley, guys on contract years, especially older running backs that's trying to get that second or third contract, I'm getting them. I want them because they hungry. They hungry because you could have a great year and still not get paid how you should be getting paid. So they got to go and ball. And I feel like Derrick Henry, he's going to ball this year. And I feel like he's going to ball on the Ravens. I think we lose this game to Tennessee, unfortunately. 3rd straight road game. Even though our 2 road games prior, Cleveland and Pittsburgh, they're not like West Coast trips or anything, which I do think we have a West Coast trip later on in the year. But this is the 3rd straight road game in London at that. I don't want to give the Ravens. I'm not giving the Ravens that here, actually. I think we win this game. Yeah, I think we win this game, actually. I'm trying to think of like guys on the Titans roster that could really stop us. Of course, they got Harold Landry, Kevin Byard. Maybe I'm just lacking NFL knowledge. I probably am forgetting guys. Of course I am. But I don't think they can stop us. I think we win this game probably like 35-24, something like that. 35-28, something like that. I don't think the Titans can keep up with our offense. So now week 7, another 1 o'clock game. We're back at home facing off against the Detroit Lions. So potentially, could we see all 4 rookie quarterbacks? Could we see C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis potentially, and then Hendon Hooker? Actually, no. I take that back. I forget. They said Hendon Hooker, this is going to be like a redshirt year, still recovering from his ACL. So we're probably going to see Jared Goff. Of course, they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, nice young rookie running back out of Alabama. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I was about to just say, I don't think they can hold us, to be honest. I don't think the Lions can hold us. I like their young defense. Of course, they got Hutchinson. They got they just drafted Jack Campbell, and then they have Malcolm. What is his last name? Rodriguez? Is that his last name? So a nice little young linebacker tandem, of course. And they didn't draft a corner. I was about to say they got Devin Witherspoon, but no, he's in Seattle. Who are their corners? Their corners are cooked. They're cooked. Who's their 3rd cornerback? Who's guarding Zay Flowers? Who's guarding Mark Andrews? I don't think Malcolm Rodriguez can guard Mark Andrews. I don't know who their safeties are. I'm lacking a lot of knowledge on these other teams, but for the most part, I don't think they go. I think the Ravens offense is going to be one of the top scoring offenses this year. So when I'm seeing these teams and I'm seeing, they got Amon-Ra, they got Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. But I don't think I don't think they're keeping up with the Ravens scoring. I don't think so at all. So I think the Ravens, they come out here 33-27. 33-27. Another close game, but I think the Ravens pull it out. And what does that take us to, 6-1? Here I go talking about I think the Ravens are going to lose some games, and I got us at 6-1 at the halfway stretch. So 6-1, whatever. Week 8, we got the Arizona Cardinals 425 game, and it's in Arizona. So week 8, Kyler Murray should be back by then, fully healed from his injury. What did he tear his ACL? I don't even know what his injury was. But yeah, Kyler should be back. Of course, they got DeAndre Hopkins, who's still, his name is still going around in trade talks. He's still talking about other quarterbacks he want to play with in his career, even though he has probably one of his best quarterbacks of his career, and Kyler Murray, him and Deshaun Watson are debatable. But he's still talking about wanting to play with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and guys, Patrick Mahomes, whatnot. Justin Herbert, I think he brought up too. So who knows if D-Hop will be there. Marquise Brown is there. Trey McBride, James Conner. They can't hold us. They can't hold us. I don't know, man. I'm just getting really excited too because I'd have seen the OTA film now, the footage. I'm sure if I would have dropped this video maybe a week ago, I wouldn't be as excited. But from what I see, they can't hold us. They're not gonna be able to hold us. So I say we win this game 29 to 18, weird score. 29-18, weird type score. We go into 7-1 halfway through the season. And now week 9, we get a home game against the Seattle Seahawks. So Geno Smith coming to town, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, Noah Fant, Kenneth Walker. I think we lose this game. The Seattle Seahawks have some of the most firepower offense. Their offense is insane. They just drafted the young running back Zach Charbonnet, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. So they got so many guys, and their defense isn't terrible either because they got Tariq Woolen, just got Devin Witherspoon, Bobby Wagner's back. They could go tick for tack with us. I feel like they play us pretty well. Of course, we had the iconic Lamar Jackson moment. Hell yeah, coach, let's go for it against them. But yeah, I think they drop us off here. They do us like 31-24 type score. We lose this game to Seattle in week 9. So what does that put us at? 7-2? Yeah, that puts us at 7-2. And then week 10 against Cleveland, I'm gonna keep it short because I think we just lose this game. I feel like the Ravens, they gotta lose at least 2 division games a year. It's just in the DNA of the Ravens at this point. So I feel like we got the best of them early in Cleveland. They get us here in Baltimore week 10. And I feel like maybe the offense is starting to not slow down, but I feel like they're at this point enough film is going to be out to where teams are going to start adjusting for the Todd Monken, Lamar Jackson offense. Because for the last couple of years, teams have known what the Ravens are going to put out. Greg Roman, he doesn't change anything. But with this year, it's going to be more of a wild card with Todd Monken. But at this point, week 10, there's more than enough film to see majority of the Ravens offense. Not all of it, but majority. So I feel like they lose their second straight game here. They drop what are we at, 7-3? And in week 11 against the Cincinnati Bengals, it's going to be a short week, Thursday Night Football. They got to lock in. They can't drop 3 straight. So I feel like they lock in here. They get the dub against the Bengals. Drop the week 2 game against them at home, of course. So that's going to be a little extra motivation on top of already dropping 2 straight heading into this game. So I feel like they win this game. Prime Video game. Them Thursday Night Football games. Even though this is a good one, usually they're trash. Even though this is a good one, usually the teams don't come out and play their best. So I'll give us the win. I'll say we win it. Close game, 17-13. Or maybe 2017. But yeah, we win this game and we advance to 8-3 on the year. And then, we get another primetime game, week 12 against the Chargers, Sunday Night Football. Lamar Jackson versus Justin Herbert. That's yo. We face a lot of good quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, Deshaun Watson, Joe Herbert, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. That's a little stretch of guys that could low-key pick us apart. Even Jared Goff could pick us apart if we're not on our P's and Q's. So, that's a little stretch of guys. But week 12 against the Chargers in L.A., Lamar Jackson, I need a Jackson 5. I feel like Lamar Jackson in the West Coast, especially in primetime, we saw what he did to the Rams. I feel like Lamar Jackson on the West Coast, we saw what he did in Seattle. Against Vegas in the season opener 2020, he didn't have his greatest game, but he was still out there kind of going crazy, dotting up a little bit. So I feel like West Coast Lamar, he go crazy, and I need another Jackson 5. We're due for one. So I feel like we get this done in the battle of nice young up and coming quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson versus Justin Herbert. I feel like it's a shootout. I feel like this is one of the highest scoring games of the year. I'm going to go 48. I'm going to go 48-40. 48-44 type score. Just shooting it out. Just shooting it out. Sunday Night Football, shooting it out. And so with that, we are at 9-3 on the year. In week 13, we have our bye week. In week 14, we come back and we face the other Los Angeles team, but they're coming to Baltimore. So it's the Rams. Who's their starting quarterback? I guess it's Stafford. I'm thinking about Baker just because he was there last year, but I forgot Stafford was hurt. So yeah, it'll be Matt Stafford, but coming off the bye week, Ravens are one of the best teams coming off the bye week. They're like the Patriots. They're like the Steelers. Coming off the bye week, they're very good. So I feel like this is a. It's been a while since we had a surefire win. I feel like this is a surefire win. I say we win this game 28-13. I'll give it to us. So that boosts us to 10-3 on the year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Yeah, that boosts us to 10-3 on the year. Heading into week 15, where we're traveling to Jacksonville for another Sunday night showdown against another young up-and-coming quarterback in Trevor Lawrence and his Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, this is a good game. Jaguars, of course, they got the best of us last year, and I feel like they get the best of us again this year. I feel like we gotta see them in the postseason to slay them. I feel like they're like they're not. I don't know. Of course, we still got the rivalry with the Chiefs, but I feel like they're gonna be our new Kansas City Chiefs, just as being a thorn in our side, like a team that has enough firepower. Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley's now there, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Zay Jones. They just got a lot of firepower. Like they're another team that reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks. Just so much firepower, a good quarterback, even better quarterback than Seattle. Trevor Lawrence, upcoming quarterback. What is this, year 3 Trevor now, and year 2 under Doug Peterson. So I feel like they come in, or no, they don't even come in. We come into Jacksonville, and yeah, I feel like they ball. Sunday Night Football. I feel like the Jags fans, I feel like they're gonna sell out the arena this year, because they have a good football team finally. So I feel like we lose this game. I'm going to go 20-30 we lose. And that drops us to 10-4. And then week 16, Merry Christmas, baby. Sunday night or Monday Night Football, Christmas night football against the San Francisco 49ers. Ew, it's going to be such a good game. Oh, I can't wait for that game. Christmas time. Let's go. I already told y'all what I told y'all about West Coast Lamar. We get this W for sure. Lamar's gifting us a Christmas W for the Ravens. Monday Night Football. Let's ball, man. I say it's a good game, though. Oh, it's going to be such a good game. 23-17. Give us the win. Of course, I don't know who's the quarterback going to be for the 49ers. They say Trey Lance is looking good in OTAs, but Brock Purdy, of course, recovered from that elbow injury. He should be good to go by week 16. So only time will tell who's going to be the starting quarterback. Of course, they got Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. They got a lot of guys. Did we shoot it out with them? And their defense is elite. Did we win this game? I'm going to give us the win, but we could very well lose this game. So, yeah, they got a lot of guys, and their defense is elite. I'm going to give us the win, but, yeah, very big possibility. It's 50-50. It's like 41-49 right now. Me leaning towards us winning, but they could very well beat us. So, that puts us at, 11-4? Yeah, 11-4. And then week 17. Ooh. Ew, week 17. New Year's Eve, 1 o'clock game against the Miami Dolphins in Baltimore. Them Dolphins got the best of us last year. Of course, Tua. There's always one quarterback that just got to go crazy against us. And last year it was Tua. That's not happening again. It's not happening again. Marlon Humphrey. Marcus Peters may or may not be a Raven, but Marlon Humphrey, he remembers. Kyle Hamilton remembers. Geno Stone remembers. Marcus Williams remembers. They all remember this game. There's no way they let Tua do that to him again. There's no way. Roquan Smith here now. No way he's allowing that. No way. So I say we get this win. I say it's a great game though. I'm gonna go 28-27. Justin Tucker game winner. Haven't called that yet. 28-27. Justin Tucker game winner. Lamar Jackson drives us down the field. Last 2-minute warning. Type John fourth quarter. Justin Tucker seals it for us and brings us into the new year. What, 12-4? Yeah, 12-4. Is it 12-4? Where are we at? 13-4? No, 12-4. Oh, there's 17 games. Why did I think there was 18 games? No, there's 17 games. Tripping. Yeah, 12-4. And then week 18, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. To be dated. We don't got an exact date or time on this game yet. But week 18 against the Steelers, I think we sweep the Steelers. Then we drop games to the Browns and the Bengals this year, and then we sweep the Steelers just because. Shout out to Steel City Hodge. I think we sweep the Steelers. But yeah, I don't think they got enough to handle us. At this point, we're probably fighting for the first seed at this point because we're, 12-4. That definitely doesn't get us the first seed. 12-5, definitely. Why do I keep saying... Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm confusing myself about how many games there are in the season. I'm thinking there's 18, but there's really 17. So 12-5 definitely doesn't get us the first seed. So if we're 12-4 at this point, we're battling for that first seed, and I think we get this win, which puts us at 13-4 for the season. Very successful season, of course. Barring any injuries, hopefully we can come into the playoffs nice and healthy, relatively healthy. Every team's going to be battered and bruised to some extent, but I just want to see us healthy. I just want to see guys like JK, OBJ, Rashad. I don't know if we can get a full 17 games out of Rashad and OBJ, but I just want 14 or more. Can I get 14 or more, y'all boys? And then I just want to see Lamar finish the season. Haven't got to see that in over 2 years. That's really all I want. I want to see Patrick Queen ball out and get himself a nice little deal. I want to see Kyle Hamilton go crazy year 2. I want to see a young cornerback step up and be the number 2, number 3 corner, whether that's Pepe Williams, Jalen Armour-Davis, Caillou Blue, whoever it is. Even if Trayvon Mullen wants to revive his career here and start going crazy, I wouldn't be mad at that. So that's what I got for y'all boys. 13-4. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all record predictions is for these Baltimore Ravens. And let me know what y'all think is going to be the best game of the year. I think it's going to be that Which game did I say was going to be a shootout? Did I say Jacksonville? Or did I say Chargers? I said Chargers. I think that'll probably be our best game of the year. Chargers at LA. Let's do it. Jackson 5, baby. Lamar Jackson, West Coast special. I love it. But grittiest game of the year, probably that Week 10 game against Cleveland. I feel like that's going to be a gritty game. Gritty. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And I appreciate y'all for just, remaining patient. Plenty of videos on the way. And that's really it, man. I'm out. Hope y'all have a blessed day.